Hey guys, I'm back. I just wanted to say a really big thank you to everyone who watched the last video on heathens. I said that once I hit 1,000 views, I would film a video about trees now, so here it is. I hope that you guys really enjoy this video and that you like and comment and subscribe just like you did on the last one. That made me really, really happy. Alright, so as you guys know, as I've said in the previous video, Tyler and Josh are Christians, and Tyler's mainly like the lyric guy, so he writes most of the lyrics. So to me, trees seems like a kind of a cry for God to help them. It seems like he's really calling out for help and just wanting to know God in a more intimate level. I think that he really went into depth with the lyrics, the way that, how strong and powerful they are. Like, I will tell you, I went to see them in June. I will put a video at the end of this video of trees, just a little clip. I went to see them in June, and at the end they always they follow up with trees. That's their final song that they do in every concert. So obviously that means that the song is a very powerful and has a very deep meaning. He said when at the concert, actually, he said that he didn't think Trees was supposed to be a single. It wasn't supposed to be a hit single in their albums. It was just mostly supposed to be just a follow-up kind of song. Wasn't really supposed to go anywhere with the song, but he, clearly it has, and it means a lot to a lot of people. So in the Bible, there is a story about a man called Zacchaeus. He is a tax collector, and tax collectors were not loved back in the day. People, obviously, no one really likes doing their taxes, right? Like, ew. But he was not a very good man. He was a sinner, or so it says in the Bible. I'm not really sure. The verse is Luke 19, 1-10, so you can look it up for yourself, or I can link it in the description. But yeah, so obviously he was just passing through. Jesus was passing through their town, and Zacchaeus heard about it, and he wanted to see who this Jesus was. He wanted to kind of check him out and see, because he obviously heard a lot about him and wanted to know more about him, like most people these days. So what he did, because he didn't want to be part of the crowd, he was like, the crowd is weird. I want to see him from afar. So he jumped up and he climbed a tree, and he was up in that tree for who knows how long, watching Jesus and the crowd from afar. And when Jesus came to that area, he called him out of the tree. He said, Zacchaeus, come down. I need you to come down because I want to stay at your house, basically. So he's probably like, who's this weird Jesus guy with like wanting to stay at my house? What the heck? But anyways, he did stay at his house, which I think is really cool. Of all the people that, were in the crowd that were followers of Jesus, they loved him and everything, Jesus chose Zacchaeus. He chose a sinner to stay at his house. I don't know. I mean, you never know what they were doing, what he could have been helping him out with. Maybe Zacchaeus was in a dark place in his life at the time, and Jesus knew that, so obviously he came and stayed at his house. But I think that's really cool. I think that kind of ties into the song a little bit. That's where I got, if I were to take a verse and put it towards a song, that's what the song kind of reminded me of, because there's little Zacchaeus. He's trying to find Jesus, but he stays away from him kind of afar and kind of goes up into a tree to see if he can, see him from afar and see what he's all about, and kind of, decide whether, if I should go over there and go check him out or anything like that. And then here's Jesus comes to him and asks him to come out of the tree because he wants to be with him. Now, the same thing relates to the song with Tyler, being in the trees, kind of standing cowardly, maybe standing farther away from Jesus that he would like to be. So it seems like in the lyrics of the song, I know where you stand silent in the trees, and that's where I am, silent in the trees. I think that's where it starts, and Tyler is basically saying, I know where you are, I know that you're there, I know that you're, you are real, but I don't know how to get to you, kind of thing. He's being quiet, he's in a quiet place, he's trying really hard to find God, but it's kind of hard for him, it seems. And then, of course, why won't you speak where I happen to be, silent in the trees, standing cowardly. So cowardly, we all know what cowards are, and it seems like Tyler is kind of being more humble about himself. He's kind of seeing, he's in the trees, well, not metaphorical trees. a verse that says like in the secret place of the Most High God. So he is in his quiet place. He's in that place where he knows there's a God. He's crying out to God, but he's kind of calling him like, why won't you speak where I happen to be? Like he's there. He wants him, but he doesn't know why God is not coming to him for whatever reason. And then of course, I can feel your breath. I can feel my death. I want to know you. I want to see. I want to say hello. So, of course, same thing. He can feel God's presence around him. He really, really can feel the Holy Spirit trying to talk to him and trying to communicate with him in some deep way. He knows God is there. He knows that, he's in that quiet place. He's trying really hard to connect with God somehow. I can feel your breath. I can feel my death. I want to know you. I want to see. I want to say hello. So, for that part, I think he's literally saying, he can feel God around him. He really, really wants to connect with him. He's having trouble. Funny thing was that a lot of worship songs have I want to know you, I want to see, lyrics that are similar to that, but it's more of like a worship kind of connection. So like you already have God in your life, but you're worshiping him and you're saying, I want to know you more, I want to see you, I want to feel you, I want to touch you kind of thing. And I think Tyler is at this point still crying out to him saying like, I really want to know you, God. I really, really want you to, come and find me where I am and help me and take me out of this place, this dark place that I am, seeing them live. Like I said, I could really feel the passion in his heart towards this, and that's probably why they close with the song, because the song could be where it all started for them. It could mean like, it could be very well, this could be it. This could be the song that started it all for the two of them, seeking God and really saying, this is my passion. I really need to know you. I need to know like where you want me to go with this. And, here we are quiet, we're in our quiet place, we're trying to find you, we're trying to seek you, we're trying to know you more so that you can show us where we're supposed to go with this, because I'm sure, like, it was just Vessel, obviously, that this song came out on, and they weren't very well known. They had played a couple shows, they had, local shows and stuff like that, but maybe they didn't, they weren't very popular back then. So I feel like maybe this song kind of ties into all of that, saying, like, God, show us where we're going with this, like tell us, where you want us to go. We're here, we're listening, just give us some direction kind of thing. That's what I see in the song, but there could be other meanings. Like I said, there's always, like I said in all of my other videos, there's always a deeper meaning. There's always something else that someone else could think of that perhaps, I didn't think of. And that's the beauty of 21 Pilots music, is that everyone takes their songs and takes their lyrics and finds something deeper in the lyric itself. And that's why Tyler doesn't really go on and talk about each lyric himself. He wants the fans to find out for themselves and to take meaning in their songs in a different level and relate it to their own life. So for me, Trees was more about finding finding God and just getting closer to him and reaching out and saying, I'm here, please help me. I think that's where it all came from. So again, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Please leave a constructive feedback comment if you think that, if you have any more to add to it, which is awesome. I love hearing, people's comments about like what they think the song's about. I think that's really awesome. Please, like, comment, subscribe, the usual. That would be freaking awesome. I will heart you for that. I don't know what that was. But anyways, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you want me to do another behind the lyrics on any of their other songs with any Christian meanings, just give me a shout and I'll try to do my best on the next one. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. Bye. I know where you stand, darling. In the trees, and I see where I am, standing in the